All right, everybody, welcome to Never Tell Me the Odds, brought to you by our sponsor, youtube.com/CaptainSparkles, where you can watch video game videos such as Minecraft Nether Survival Let's Play Episode 7, Nether Tell Me the Odds. Yeah, check it out. If you're interested, let's start off with number 19, Everything Boomerangs in Australia. Oh God, someone's gonna get hit by something, aren't they? Just gonna come right back around and smack them. Or it's just, oh, it's gonna be a receipt. It's just gonna land right back in the shopping cart. Not bad, dude. I don't know why you'd have a receipt loose in your shopping cart instead of placed inside of a bag or something, but good on you. You looked like you were someone who was gonna go and retrieve it if it sort of flew away. You weren't just gonna let it turn into litter. So for that reason, it was probably like, you know what? You're putting out good karma into the universe. I'll just land right back into the basket. Make your life a little bit easier. Case closed. Juan Catalan spent nearly 6 months in jail for the murder of a teenage girl until his lawyer found unused footage from HBO's Curb Your Enthusiasm that proved he'd been at a Dodgers game with his 6-year-old daughter. What in the world? Of all the places that the footage could have been retrieved from that showed him at the game, that's so bizarre. Because I guess, how would this go? It would be like, well, where were you on the night this happened? I was at a basketball game with my daughter. There's no way that I could have been responsible for this at all. And they're like, well, can you prove you were at the game? And it's like, well, don't they have records of scanning tickets or surveillance cameras or something like that at the arena? They've got to have a bunch of those. Apparently they can't find any at all across all of the arena's surveillance cameras, or the game itself. He isn't visible. But on an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm that happened to use footage from that basketball game, how would you even realize that that's the game that he was at? Oh my God. Pinpoint accuracy. Is this just a place where you hit golf balls into the water? Oops. No, it's a place where you hit golf balls into birds. Poor thing, dude. I guess you wouldn't expect you're gonna hit it into the bird, but oh, dude, that sucks. I'd feel so badly if I did that. Like, this bird is just minding its business, going about its life. I can see it in full view, and I decide to go ahead and at least yell 4. I mean, come on, man. Nailed it. I've definitely seen this before. I don't know if it was in a video or not, but it's just so great. I don't even know if this kid is old enough to talk, but they recognize what the goal was supposed to be and they react accordingly. And I love it so much. Just the best response of all time. Throw it, cat. What are they throwing? Is that like a lawn chair? That was such just a sudden plop on the ground with, it didn't bounce. No like vibration as it settled into place. It was just like a magnet. Are we sure this is legit? This seems like something that was, it just stuck there. It's like he threw off a thing of silly putty and it just fixed to the ground. How does that even work, dude? I guess it's like its own parachute. Oh my God. And this is more oddly satisfying than anything. It just... Also, what did you expect to happen? I'm this game mode. Players in supercars attempt to knock the players off on foot off the platform. This is Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? I can tell by the thumbnail. Runners versus supercars. I actually haven't played this game. Oh my God. It's like Gmod Unalive Run, except with cars and players. Oh man, kind of wish I'd had a chance to play this in the past. I guess I could always get on GTA again. But nice, dude. I'm sure those friends were mad at each other. They're like, I had him! What are you doing? Don't hit him at the same time, god dang it! Bag Trickshot. I think the teabagging is what you're supposed to do after the trick shot, but it's okay, we'll leave it be. Are you gonna just hacky sack the tea into the thing. I like how he didn't get it on the one he was actually trying. How many attempts were you actually gonna go for on this? Were you gonna commit to this until you actually made it from the initial spot you were going for? And then Destiny was like, just stop, please. Just, what is it gonna take for you to stop doing the silly thing where you put tea on your feet and throw it into the cup? I'll just, you know what? I'll give this one to you. I'll make it look even cooler when you decide to just flip it around. How do you even kick it and make it go over your shoulder? What kind of weird freaking soccer fancy football star dude are you? I can't do that. A couple of seconds could change everything. One call missed. What am I looking for? I'm like, it's very important to see the title here. So I have no idea what I'm looking at. Here we go. Okay. One call missed, IED that was defused before the detonation call was received. Okay, it makes a lot more sense with the caption. I'm like, so there's a phone that missed a call? I don't know, was it like a call that they won the lottery or something? And it really, if they had gotten the call, then if they'd picked up, it would have changed everything. They would have won that lottery prize. All right, now the context matters. Oh God, I hopefully they kind of tossed it far away after they thought they defused it or something, so that God forbid, like it wasn't, even if the call came through, then yeah, that's nerve-wracking, dude. When you didn't study but still pass. Don't do a driver shot. You're kind of gonna do a driver shot, but all right. I mean, that's me on my AP biology test when I drew doodles and still passed. The free response questions, because I still have no idea how. Someone was lazy that day. You gotta love it when people like you see them at the mini golf course or clips of it. There's just no finesse whatsoever. It's just like, let me swing it this really hard and just kind of close my eyes and hope that it works out in the end, and doesn't also just slam into somebody else who's trying to have a nice day with their child out on the mini golf course. Golf takes finesse. The Reaper, shadow of an anti-isolation protester. Oh, I see. I was like, yeah, a lot of the posts here this month, they're taking a minute to register. I get it. So this person over here is against the idea of trying to mitigate the spread of the demonetized, and their shadow looks like they're a Grim Reaper holding a sickle. That is interesting. Or maybe it's on purpose. You never know if there's a deeper meaning, and they're like, you know what, I just want to be the Grim Reaper. That's really why I'm out here. My brother walked past a creaking tree, so he started filming. Good timing. Is it looks like it's kind of already tipped. Does it just have nothing supporting it there? Oh no, that was a leaf. I appreciate the context here. I thought that was a crack there. It was just a leaf. But I appreciate the context. Otherwise, yeah, I would have been like, so why are they filming? They just, like to videotape trees. I mean, everyone's got a pastime. I'm not going to judge. Maybe they like trees. Oh, dude, that looks pretty wild right there. I've never actually witnessed a tree falling. That'd be cool to see. It's just like I've never witnessed a bad car crash. Not that that's a good thing to want to see, but it's weird because car crashes happen fairly regularly, and I've never actually witnessed a bad vehicle on vehicle collision as it happened. And I'm totally gonna jinx myself, but I've said it so many times before and I still haven't jinxed myself. I hope the first time I see a bad vehicle on vehicle collision isn't when I'm involved. Coach turning the lights off. This is breathing information. The subreddit where it's like people who make a movement and then the scoreboard comes up right when they do the hand thing. It looks like he's like, this light is blinding me. We just need to make it go away. You can hardly even see the moth. Sometimes I'll try to time the traffic signal changing back, like without looking at the orange light. And every now and again, you get it. You get the snap, and then it turns, and you're like,
I am God.
Similarities between Joe Theismann and Alex Smith injuries. Injury, broken right tibia and fibula on November 18th, years apart. Redskins, DC, 39-yard line all the way across. Same score, caused by 3-time Defensive Player of the Year? I'm assuming that's what the acronym means. Pro Bowl left tackle Joe Jacoby off field. Pro Bowl left tackle Trent Williams off field. Is that like the person who was on their team who was supposed to protect them from getting hit or something like that? How are all the... Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's almost spooky. You're like, all right, well, can we just not play on November 18th in Washington, D.C.? Seems to be a little bit cursed at this point. Like, any Washington Redskins quarterback is going to be like, can we'll just take a pass? Or can we at least ensure that we're playing at a different spot? Maybe like, anywhere else but Washington, D.C. Golf that well. Like, if you croquet somebody else's ball into the hole, does that mean they got it in the hole? You'd be like, God dang it. Can you imagine if it was like number 1 and 2 on the final hole going for the tournament win, and you croquet your opponent's ball into the hole, making them win the tournament? Term that you use in golf, is it? Cops were called. 1.5 court shot to determine stay and play or go home. Wait, so I feel like this isn't really how the law works, but all right. I just imagine this applied to any other situation. Like, officers, I know you caught me shoplifting, but if you I'm gonna shoot a half-court shot here, right? If I make it, I'm good. You let me go. This will be like a new thing in society. Is like you can gamble it all on a half-court shot. It's either you can take the punishment, maybe it's trespassing here in this case. You can take that and whatever sentence comes with it, or you can risk it all on a half-court shot. If you hit the half-court shot, you get off. You're scot-free. If you miss it, life in prison. You gotta be really confident with your basketball skills. True meaning of good luck. Oh my God, that's real good luck, dude. Oh, you hate it when the nail goes into the sidewall because then you can't patch it. You're just screwed. Gotta get a new tire in that case. You always hope that if you're gonna get it, it's just kind of in the center, because that way you can just kind of give it a patch. But it never is. I have such bad luck. Like the last 3 out of 4 times that I've had a nail or screw in my tire, it's always at the sidewall. And it's like, all right, cool, nice, great. But also, you don't really want to drive on track with a patched tire anyway. So honestly, I'd probably want to just replace it anyway if it's a car I was going to take to track. But still, God, it's always such a bummer, dude. Turn on the car, and you get that low pressure notification. Like, nice. And the top for the last month, nailed it. Are you gonna get it into like a basketball hoop? Nope. Or just gonna stick the bat straight up? That's not what I expected when this started, but dang. Once you master the bottle flipping, then you move on to the bats. Because look, bottle flipping's kind of easy. Look, even a baby can do it. But bats, then you got to do it when you're not even